This trailer wasn't made for this boat. So I need to put this in here to fix it. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but let's get into it. So this trailer wasn't made for this boat, didn't sit right, and as a result, all the way up under there, where it sits on the skid, it's had a previous repair. That previous repair's been bouncing all day, when it's getting towed, and it's caused a big old crack right along the repair line. So to fix it, what I've been doing is I've been raising the front of the boat. I've got a block of wood under there to get it at the right level. I need to get rid of that winch, and as you've seen before, I've got this new big winch just sitting over there, and I need to get that onto here. Now, my current thoughts are, we'll angle grind this winch off. This pole here can probably get chopped down to about there. We'll weld the new winch on here, sitting back a little bit, and then we'll put in another support brace either at the front or the back to help hold that new big winch on there. I've never really done welding, so we're going to give that a bit of a crack today. That's going to be great. The angle grinder is coming out for sure. Another great thing about doing these projects by yourself is you've got no help. So you have to come up with some really crafty, dodgy backyard ways of doing things. For example, I need to get the boat off the trailer. I think I should be able to just slide it off the back. The boat has been emptied out, but over here, I have got myself, well, I found a couple of these penny skateboards. I'm going to try to use those penny skateboards under the back of the boat to help it just slide off nice and easy as I pull the trailer forward. If it goes all disastrous, I may have some more repairs to do. Please let this work. Don't try this at home. Do. Penny rollers. I didn't think about the soft landing for the front. Let's go a tire. With a couple of the old boards from inside. Lucky, it's starting to move itself. Look at that. Oh, the suspense for what? Let's get into the trailer. So, you know, with the boat off the trailer, you can start to appreciate what I mean by it wasn't built for this boat. So the original boat must have been more of a V-hull. There was brackets on the side, you can see them up there and here. And I don't know if it had a skid or not. It may have had a skid, or they could have just been rollers. They do look like the ones you'd put rollers in. They match the center one. And you can see over here, this is where that weld was bouncing on. So you can see the bottom of the weld, it's been bouncing along that all the time, going down the road. So that's what's cracked the bottom of the boat. Just returned from picking up this Keel self-centering roller and a bracket, of course. The idea is I'm just going to chop out the rear side of this Keel roller here, not worry about taking that one out, and sit this one straight in there. Once that's in there, it should give the front of the boat enough lift to do what I want to do. Right. Winner. So we've got a bit of height still left on that bracket. I'm not too fussed about how much is left on this bracket here, because this is not going to be holding any weight. It's going to be the one that's coming up here. Check it out. We are done. The bracket is ready to be welded in. That's the next problem. I don't know how to weld either. But I have a welder, because I just bought one. Let's see if we can get some welding done. Alright, first step. Get to that, eh? Chow. Now we're in trouble. It's on there. Still a little bit warm. All right, here we go. Let's get the roller in the right way. So you got these little divots, they need to roll forward by the looks to push everything into the middle. I've belted this with a hammer. Doesn't want to come out, and I'm going to tweak a pin in here. I'm not going to completely bend it out though, just because I need to pull everything off for painting. Just a little tweak. I've never pulled it out this far before. All right, it's on the first roller. We're in, we're hitched. She's coming up. And she's hit it right in the middle. I might test strap the other side too. Got to find a strap. That middle section that's had a bit of damage before, it's no longer sitting on that weld joint up in there. That's where it used to lean, on that weld. So now when I get that fixed up, that weld's not going to be getting wrecked. So next steps, maybe I'll do some skids that run sideways, but I won't know until I properly tie this thing down. So I might get another rope, tie the front down, and then I'll see how sort of stable it sits on the trailer. All right, let's see if we've got enough space to tighten this down here. There we go. Let's pull it down. How wobbly is it? Oh. And you know what? The front's not even in yet. That's pretty good. Now I've got to work on getting this winch out. Oh no. It's going to be a 16. Oh, don't tell me that it's a 16. The reason why I say that, because this socket set, when I bought it, I think they gave me two 15s. Yeah, look, two 15s. Thanks, Stanley. That's two 15mm sockets. They didn't give me a 16. They f***ed up on that one, didn't they? Up she comes. Ooh. I had a hammer here somewhere. There it is. Got it moving. Now that comes. Off she comes. And we might pause because somebody has decided to do some vacuum cleaning. We'll be back. Holy moly, got one. Whoa, whoa, it launched itself. That was a wicked one. Can't complain about that. So for that quick break, what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've taken off the winch to make it a bit lighter, the work, and I've moved the roller onto the opposite side. Now let's line it up, see where we want to put it. So I want this to be pulled straight into there. The other thing I want is I don't want to take my knuckles out when I'm using the jockey wheel. So I'm sort of thinking, and I have actually lined this up off camera a little bit, I was sort of thinking about there where, you know, everything sort of just hits. So this can still spin. And I was going to weld in another pipe here and I'll attach the back onto that, which is going to be great. Remember the truth, let's get the Sharpie. I really don't know what I'm doing. That looks pretty good. I reckon that's pretty much spot on. Look at that. It's nice and flat. Got to chop this out and then we'll put a pole in the back. Look at that. Nice and snug fit. We'll be able to pull the boat right up. And the winch will come straight through to that hole there. Let's get into the chopping. Might use those gloves. So this metal's a lot thinner than the other stuff I was welding, so I've backed it off a little bit. Pretty sure that's what you're meant to do. Lower voltage. I've got a ground here. I'm hoping that's good enough ground. If it's not, I'm going to have to find another spot, but let's see how we go. I've got the winch now set up, and I'm about to just weld in the bottom here. They're not going to have to be great welds, it's just a little bit extra. I thought I'd put a little bit extra in there, who cares. The winch ain't never coming off. I've got this welded in here, not the prettiest welds. I have beat on this and pulled and tugged, it ain't coming off. I've temporarily bolted one of the bolts on here for the winch just to get it in there nice and tight, and I'm going to chop that off to give the jockey wheel some clearance. Let's do that last weld. Let's get the last weld done for the day, and then I'll tidy up and do some more another day. Alright, that'll do the welding for the day. The keel roller in and welded, cleaned up, boat sitting on the trailer properly, and then I've got this all chopped up and good to go. And I just got to chop that off there. Anyways, I think I've had great success today. That is not going anywhere. It's nice and tight. I've had a great time learning to weld on my trailer, and I think it's done pretty good. Alright, so it's the next day, and yesterday after I finished welding on the winch here, I decided to blow away some of the paint with the pressure washer. Didn't record it, didn't really think it was that interesting, but when I did it, I discovered something that made me quite upset, so I had to wait till today to record and show you. I was pretty angry. So I started off here. There was a little bit of a rust patch there, so I gave it a bit of a tap with the hammer, and it fell through quite quickly. And then I started working my way underneath, and oh shit. It's done for. I'm gonna have to rebuild this trailer. I don't even know if I'm allowed to. I'll soon find out. Anyway, so what I've got to do, I've got to get some more galvanized steel pipe to replace this stuff. What a setback. This was not meant to happen. Just goes to show, guys, when you buy a second-hand trailer, make sure you look underneath it, and if you see any signs of rust, just walk away unless you're prepared to fix it. Anyways, catch you on the next one.